Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to Archer+Alex. My name is Alex. I am the owner and lead soap maker here, and today we're going to have a little bit of fun. So, I entered into a giveaway with our friends over at Wholesale Supplies Plus, and I won one of their Baccarat Rouge 540 fragrance oils. So, in this video, I'm going to be making a sea salt soap using this fragrance, and I thought I would up the ante just a little bit and do an entire video dedicated to creating soap with supplies from Wholesale Supplies Plus. So everything from our molds to our fragrance to the colorants and even the packaging that we'll be putting this in will all be from our friends over at Wholesale Supplies Plus. So if you're excited to see how this soap turns out and learn more about the Baccarat Rouge 540 type fragrance oil, make sure you keep on watching and we're going to get right into it. Okay, let's get into this video. So today we're going to be making a soap thanks to our friends over at Wholesale Supplies Plus. So I entered into a little giveaway for a bottle of the wonderful Baccarat Rouge 540 type fragrance oil, and I won. And now we're going to make some soap with it. So, this fragrance has notes of jasmine, saffron, cedarwood, almond, amber, and green moss. So, there's kind of a lot going on here. I've smelled this fragrance already, and I'm super excited for it. So, you don't really have that sharp note that you usually associate with jasmine. It's kind of got a vanilla quality to it, and I'm excited for it. So, to double down on this video, I decided we're going to do a sea salt soap, and then I'm going to create the soap using products that I purchased myself from Wholesale Supplies Plus. So, we have the Shimmering Dark Gold Mica Powder, this dude right here, and then we're also using the Lollipop Red Mica, which is from Elements Bath & Body, which you can also get from Wholesale Supplies Plus. And then for our mold today, we will be using the Crafter's Choice Basic Square mold in 1605. That's my favorite mold to do for sea salt soaps. And then when I package these bars, we're going to be doing the Crafter's Choice White Box soap boxes. So you'll be able to see the soap through here. I'm super excited for it. I can't wait to make the soap. We're gonna do kind of like a gold and a red motif. And the only rule that I'm breaking is that I am going to be doing these star anise. And I got these, I believe, from Soma Sundries. I could be mistaken, but I'm fairly certain that's where I got them. Cool, so let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to do is mix up our colorants. So the mica I'm using is Lollipop Red Mica. I really like this mica. It's a super vibrant red and it doesn't bleed. And any of my soap makers out there that work with red micas know how bad red tends to bleed in soap. So when you find a red that you like, you usually just stick with it. So I'm gonna put that back up. And then in this other one, we're going to do the Shimmering Dark Gold Mica, which looks like that. I'm just gonna add a fair amount of this to our other jar because I want the gold to be kind of our key player here when it comes to our color palette. Alrighty, little cleanup. I'm gonna add some olive oil to these. Since we're making sea salt soap, I want to not have to mix our soaps like crazy. That way we can get to adding in our sea salt and we don't have to deal with like crazy wild acceleration. since as y'all know, me and sea salt soap tend to beef sometimes. So I'm just mixing this up with our reusable popsicle stick in our little glass jar. Getting this incorporated. So we can add in our lye water solution that has an inclusion of citric acid in it. Okay, cool. Let's do our red real quick. Thing that I've learned with this Lollipop red is that a little goes a long way, which is awesome. So you definitely get your money's worth out of it. Sick, cool. So let's move our batch oils over. For my batch oils, I do a high concentration of coconut oil. So this is like 80% coconut oil with 10% castor oil and 10% olive oil. Because of the sea salt, that's going to kill our lather. So that's why I choose to do high coconut oil. That way we can keep our lather really nice and really beautiful. And then I also super fat at about 8% for this batch. That way we don't have any lye left in here, and you get some of that like really nice creamy oil deposit as you're washing up. So let's add in our lye water solution to our batch oils. And I'm not sure why our batch oils are very yellow today. And I guess that's to be expected with the castor oil, but my coconut oil has even been a little yellow lately. So I'm gonna blend this on high just to emulsion, and we will be right back. Okie dokie. So let me scrape off my stick blender. Because as y'all know, when it comes to sea salt soap, we blend just to emulsion, and then we're not returning to our stick blender. Okay, that's beautiful. Perfect. Sweet. So I'm gonna grab another bowl. We're gonna pour probably about 1/3 of our soap batter into that bowl. That's going to be the bowl that we put our red into. All right, so let's take our dark gold mica, add it to this larger bowl. And we're going to take our red mica, our Lollipop red, make sure that we're all mixed up, and add it to that bowl. Let's go ahead and give these a hand mix. So I was like really inspired by the bottle of this fragrance. So I did some research online about the actual fragrance itself. And the bottle is gold with like accents of red. So I wanted to like be able to focus on the bottle and kind of have that like call back to the inspiration of this fragrance. So add in the rest of our mica. And so I'm actually planning on wrapping these up afterwards. So they should go through gel, fingers crossed. We'll mix in our gold. And I thought just like, because of how cozy and comfy this fragrance oil is, that it would be perfect for a fall soap. And I love a sea salt soap in the fall, especially as you start like getting a little bit of like a drier climate and stuff like that. It's nice to have. So I'm gonna pour about that much into the gold and the rest into the red. The cool thing about this is that it has a for usage rate of up to 100% in your soap. So you can really pack it in. Oh wow, that fragrance is so beautiful. I usually soap with my fragrances between 3 and 5% depending on the strength of them. So putting in 2 ounces between both colors, I think we're sitting at about 2% for this batch. So that should be the perfect fragrance concentration for this soap. I love this fragrance a lot already. You can definitely get the wood notes. They're very beautiful. The jasmine is definitely giving it more of kind of like an ozone, almost a powdery note. I wouldn't say it's super floral. And then that almond, of course, is giving it like a vanilla shot. And then you have the cedar in there, which I love cedar. Like, I'm gonna definitely have to reorder this fragrance. So I'm gonna add in our sea salt. We gotta get moving pretty quick once we do this. And then I think, like we did with Destroy Us All and Flower Child, if you remember back to those videos, I'm going to do an in the pot swirl. I thought adding the star anise to this would be just a really cool idea, being able to use a botanical that I've ordered and had for a while and just haven't had quite a chance to get around to using yet. But I think that kind of like licorice-y smell is really going to add to this soap. Right, so let me not pour this all over the floor. We're going to start pouring these in the mold. Tap this tray down. Make sure got everybody kind of in there. respective molds and kind of do a little bit of cleaning up. All right. Perfect. So I'm going to move these bars to the side. We have a little bit of soap left. So I think we'll be able to fill up one more cavity. If not all the way, enough for a sample bar. All right, let me move that there. And the rest of the red we have, I will scoop it out. Almost full bar. Love it. Let me wash up real quick, just so we have clean hands. Get that soap batter off. And we'll bring the other tray over. I think these turned out really beautiful. I love the color combo. So now I'm going to start adding our star anise just to the middle of each bar. Keep it kind of surface level so y'all can pick it off if you would like. It's kind of a bigger one. All right, we're almost done putting in our little star anise. I'm gonna go through and take these last couple little pieces and make sure that everybody gets a little bit of love. Some got a little bit more than others. Make sure everybody's got a little bit of love. Awesome. So I'm just gonna dump those in that mold. Since they've been touched with soap batter hands, I'm not gonna put them back in their container. I'm going to give these a spritz with 90% rubbing alcohol. I'm going to punch everybody in for a closer look, and then we're going to let these cure for about 18 to 24 hours. And then we'll come back and I will show everyone what these look like once we unmold them. Hey, hi, so I'm an idiot, and it seems that I forgot to record audio for this track. So, your favorite soap making papa is switching into ASMR buttery voice mode. So 24 hours later, I'm unmolding our sea salt soap, and as you can see, it looks
absolutely stunning. So the colors have muted down quite a bit, but that was user error. I should have used a lot more colorant in the soap, especially with that Lollipop red mica. Things happen. I'm not perfect. What are we going to do about it? So, I'm going to continue to unmold these soaps. They smell really, really great. The fragrance is not too strong. I did use about a 2% fragrance usage rate with this particular fragrance being the Baccarat Rouge 540 type fragrance oil from Wholesale Supplies Plus. So I couldn't be more happy with these. So I'm going to peace out for the remainder of this video. We're going to unmold these and then we will be back for a final check-in, and we will wrap this video up with Alex in the studio.
And that is how I made this soap with the Baccarat Rouge 540 fragrance oil by our friends at Wholesale Supplies Plus. So I'm really happy with how the soap turned out. I know minus like the little technical issues. Gotta love S&Q mode. This video was so much fun to make. So this is what the soap looks like currently. So it'll cure for probably about 4 to 6 weeks. And I was saying as I was unmolding it, it was a little bit lighter in fragrance, but as it's kind of sat for a few days after unmolding, like I can definitely start to smell the fragrance start to bloom. So a 2% concentration in my batch was perfect. And as promised, I went ahead and put 1 bar in the square box with the window. That way you can get a little taste of what this will look like once we put all of our packaging on it. So once again, I want to say a big thank you to our friends over at Wholesale Supplies Plus. It was so much fun making this video. I had an absolute blast. I can't wait to order this fragrance and use this fragrance again. I can't wait to restock on some of the premium fragrances that I've already used in the past. I'm stoked. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and join the Brat Pack. It means a lot. We're starting to grow our presence here on YouTube and I'm super excited. Hit that notification bell if you want to get alerts anytime that I post a video, and hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video. So until next time, thanks for hanging out with me. I will see everyone in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, and toodles.